Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing some Halloween nails. We're going to be going in with V Pure's Acrylic in Bad and Bougie. The Kiara Sky Monomer Enhancer, which I love. And also the Kiara Sky Scented Monomer Drops. And we're going to be using the V Pure size 12 Kolinsky brush. And if you guys are curious, I am using the Not Polish Coffin No C-Curve tips. These have been my favorite tips lately because personally, like, my favorite type of nail tip or shape is like a tapered square. I don't like them real square and boxy, but then I don't like it so skinny, like a real skinny coffin either. So I feel like these are the perfect tapered square type of shape. So yeah, I do really like these tips a lot. And if you guys have flatter nail beds like I do, then these are good. Because some of the half cover tips, even though they say no C-curve, they're still pretty rounded. I don't know if I just have extra flat nail beds or what, but I do kind of struggle finding a flat enough nail tip. So if you guys have the same problem, then I do highly recommend these. And as far as the Kiara Sky Monomer Enhancer drops, I really love those drops. The more I use them, the more I love them. V Pure's Acrylic for me anyways, tends to run a little bit more on the watery side, or runny. It tends to run a little bit runnier for me. But with the Monomer Enhancer drops, it really, it makes the consistency of the beads almost perfect, you know what I mean? So I really love those Monomer Enhancer drops. I'm also using the Kiara Sky monomer too, and that is so far my favorite monomer. I've tried Young Nails, Not Polish, V Pure, and Kiara Sky, and I think I like the Kiara Sky the most, and it's also the most affordable. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the cheapest one out of all of those brands. So yeah, we're just doing application right now. Bad and Bougie was my first acrylic I ever bought, and till today, it's still like my favorite nude color. I think it's unbeatable. It's literally the perfect nude. If I had to pick one thing that was like, I guess, a complaint or whatever, is I wish it was like a hair more pigmented, because sometimes you can still see, like, if you don't add a thick enough layer, you can still see your natural nail underneath. But other than that, I really love this color. It's so pretty, and any pictures or videos I see of people using this, it looks good on every single skin tone. Like, it never looked bad on anybody that I've ever seen. So the nails we're doing today are pretty easy, I would say. Nothing too crazy. Very cute, girly. It's not like a scary Halloween type thing. It's more of a girly type of vibe. I really liked how this set turned out. I did see somebody else create this set, so this was like a recreation. I don't remember the girl's name, but I will leave it in the description box, or maybe even the title, but I don't remember it right now. And also, this V Pure acrylic brush is my favorite acrylic brush to use. I like it because it is more flat. It's a flatter brush. It's not as thick and fluffy as all of the other brands I've tried. Like, I've tried Chan Legend, Kiara Sky, and Nail House. I've tried those brushes, and all three of them are almost identical, to be honest with you. Like, they're all almost identical brushes, besides the V Pure one. The V Pure is a lot less fluffy, and because it's a lot less fluffy, it gets flatter and almost a little bit firmer. So to me, I think that it helps application, especially more towards the cuticle area. I think it makes it a lot easier. It does take a little bit longer because it picks up smaller beads versus the bigger, fluffier brushes, but I'd rather take my time and go slow and have an easier application than try to use, a big fluffy brush And all of my brushes are size either 12 or 10, so it's not like this V Beauty Pure one is like a size 8 and the other ones are 14. No, they're all the same size. So yeah, I've been on, I wanted to mention to you guys, if you guys have heard about the app, it's called Whatnot. It's like a live streaming app or a live streaming platform that sellers can go on, and you can make live bids on their items. Like, so say you're watching the live stream and you have this dress and you're showing it on the live stream, and you start your bid at whatever you want. Usually, from what I've seen, they start at $1, and whoever's in the live can make bids on it. And that's pretty much what it's all about. So I heard that Not Polish was on Whatnot. To be honest, I never even heard of Whatnot before, like a week ago. So I heard Not Polish talking about it, saying that they're on Whatnot and to join them and come to their next show or whatever. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. I'm like, let me see what this is all about. So I made an account, I signed up, and you guys, when I tell you that I have been on every single show every single day for the past week straight, it's like, wow, it's so addicting. And you get great deals on there. Sometimes, like, it's more often that you will get a great deal. Like, for example, I got the full cover tips, and guys, I don't even wear full cover tips. I literally bought them because I don't know, like they were live demonstrating them, and it looked so easy. And I literally have never worn a full cover tip in my life. I'm like, whatever, but that's besides the point. The full cover tips run for $19.99 retail on their website. Now, normally you can get them for 20% off, even 30% off when they're running their sales, which they run all the time. Well, I got these tips for $8. Literally $8. That's with shipping and taxes and everything. So that's what happens on there most of the time, right? There was one time where I got kind of, to be honest, I don't know what happened. I was bidding on a nail polish. There's new solo gel polishes, and I bid, and I guess somebody else must have bid at the same exact time or something, and it winded up charging me like $18 for one nail polish. So I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. So I messaged them, and they did cancel it for me the next day, like without a problem at all. Anyways, the bottom line is, guys, it's so fun. You could get amazing deals on there. I highly recommend you guys, if you guys are in need of nail products. They literally, like, will take, what do you call that? Like, you could tell them in the chat what you want to see, and they will put it up. And they're not putting up junk that's been sitting in their warehouse for 3 years. No, they're putting up their best sellers. They're putting up their best-selling acrylics, their brand new solo gel polish lines, like their Press X kits, their lamps, their monomers. They're literally putting up like their best sellers, and you're getting it for usually, I would say, about 50% off. It's a great deal, and it's fun to watch too. So if you guys are in need of nail stuff, I highly recommend you guys join the app. Their name on Whatnot is 88 Speed. So yeah, 88 Speed. We're almost done with application here pretty soon. And then we'll be getting into our design, which I am not really good at using gel. I'm a lot better with acrylic, like doing 3D designs with acrylic, flowers, 3D pumpkins, whatever. But gel is a different story. I do struggle a lot with it. I'm not gonna give up. I'm still gonna keep trying. I think the end result still it came out pretty good. So this is after filing and shaping. This is the Nailz by Dev Baddest Black Gel Liner, the Not Polish, the best nail art brush ever, which it really is the best nail art brush ever. And we're gonna be using that Nailz by Dev Baddest Black gel, and we're gonna be doing a French on the thumb with this Not Polish, the best nail art brush ever brush. And this brush only comes in their not polished towel. I think it was her birthday kit, but yeah, it's the not polished towel kit. It's still on their website. It comes with, I don't remember, guys, I think 3 acrylics, 2 glitter acrylics, a couple gels, a couple gel liners, I think a matte top coat, a buffer, and then this brush. And this brush, you guys, I've tried a lot of brushes. I've tried the same size liner brush from V Beauty Pure. I've tried a few from Amazon. I think I tried the Nailz by Dev one. And this not polished liner brush for doing Frenchies anyway. That's what I use it for, mainly doing Frenchies. And it's amazing. I love it. But yeah, again, it's not sold separately. It's only in that kit. So yeah, we're just doing a French on the thumb. I really like this gel. We're just going to fill it in. We're going to use the Kiara Sky round medium brush to fill in the rest. I was using the liner brush to get in the like hard to reach areas, the real tiny spots, and then the rest of it we're going to fill in with this round medium brush. I really like this Nailz by Dev gel because it's so pigmented. You can use the thinnest layer ever. And so because you can use the thinnest layer ever, it's not like a regular gel where sometimes if you use a gel and then you go in with a top coat and then, you know, you have sometimes 2 or 3 different layers of gel, it can mess with your shape. You know what I mean? It could start making your shape look a little rounded at the edges or just less crisp in general. You know what I mean? But that doesn't happen with this gel because it's so thin. I did do the pinky off camera. I could not do it on camera. It was too awkward of an angle. But this is the Kiara Sky gel polish in Timeless. And Nailz by Dev 5mm liner brush. And we're going to take this Timeless shade and just make, I call them ruffles. Like ruffles. I don't know if that's what people call them, but that's what it looks like to me. We're just going to be going around the smile line of your French with this Timeless color, which it's a very pale pink color. And we're going to be making these little ruffles around the smile line. So that's how that looks. And then we're going to be taking a larger dotting tool and the same Timeless shade and making some polka dots around the French. What I've heard is like when you're doing polka dots, you want to do like, I don't know if I could explain this right. Say you do 4 dots, then the next row you want to do 3 dots in between the spots where the first 4 dots would be. That's kind of what I tried to follow doing this, but I still winded up like scattering a couple more polka dots. And then I'm taking a smaller dotting tool and going to be adding some smaller polka dots as well. Yeah, super easy design, and I think it comes out so cute. Now we're doing the same exact thing on the pinky, taking that Kiara Sky Timeless shade and doing the little ruffles. And then we're going to add some polka dots as well. I think my lighting has gotten better. I hope it has. I did buy some new lighting off Amazon. So I hope my videos start looking better from now on. I think lighting, like as far as making videos goes, I think lighting for me is my biggest struggle. Like, I don't know. I watch some videos and they look so bright and crisp, but like, I don't know how to get it like that. Now we're going to be doing the same thing, going in with some polka dots. And you can see how I made the 4 first dots, and then I made the next 2 like in between those 4 Like, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what I heard anyway. And that will give you the best looking pattern of polka dots. And I did do the same Timeless shade, and I did a Frenchie on the pointer finger. I don't know what happened to the footage of that. I have no idea what happened to it. I did record it, or I thought I did, but I guess, I don't know. But anyways, we just used the Timeless shade from Kiara Sky and did a Frenchie on the pointer finger. And now we're going to be using that same Nailz by Dev black gel and the 5mm brush from Nailz by Dev and doing the little ruffles in black. So it's basically just the same exact design, but you're doing the opposite colors. So instead of a black French, it's going to be the pink French, you know. And also, if you guys are curious about my right hand, I do have a video of that on my channel of me doing my right hand. So yeah, if you guys are curious to see how I did that, it is on my channel. Now we are gonna just take the same 5mm brush and the gel liner. I'm sorry for the shaky camera. I'm pretty sure my dog ran into my desk or something and it started shaking. And we're just gonna basically make a thin line going around the smile line. So just a black thin line right around the edge of the smile line. And then we're going to be going in with black polka dots on this finger. Pay attention. I don't know what happened, but I'm using the black gel, right? And I'm making these polka dots and they're fine. And then I make a couple and it literally like splatters. Like the gel just splatters. I don't know why that happened. I think because it's so sticky or something, I was doing it too fast. So I wiped it off and I restarted it, and look at that. It happens literally right over again. So I wiped it off and I started again, and I started doing it real slow. So I would dab it and then lift it from the nail real slow so it doesn't splatter like that. I don't know, that was so weird to me. And it worked. It seemed like it worked after that. Maybe using these liner gels is not a good idea for like polka dots. And then we're going to be using the Not Polish Matte It top coat. And we're going to matte the thumbnail, the pointer finger, and the pinky. And I think this Not Polish matte top coat is my favorite so far. I haven't tried a million different ones, but I've tried the Not Polish one and the Kiara Sky from their new collection. I forget, what is it, their professional line or their pro gel? I've tried that one, and I think I prefer this Not Polished one, because the Kiara Sky one made my nails wrinkle, and it also, whenever I do any type of design and then I try to do a matte top coat, it makes my design bleed. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm going to show you guys. It happens really bad with the Kiara Sky matte top coat, and it only happens like a hit or miss with the Not Polished one. I know I'm doing something wrong, but I don't know what it is yet. If you guys have any idea, please let me know. But I'll show you guys later on. It bleeds. I'll talk about that when I get there. But anyways, we're using the Kiara Sky gel nail glue, which I really do like this stuff. And we're just going to be putting on 2 bows, one on the pinky and one on the pointer finger. I really like this gel because it's not, I don't know, it really stays in one spot wherever you put it, and it's not real stringy. Like sometimes you could try to squeeze it out and put, but then it's like, a string 10 miles long will come out of the, I don't know. I like this one a lot. And it holds very well too. It holds your charms on really good. So yeah, just putting the 2 bows on. And now we're using the Madame Glam striping brush, which I love this brush. And we're going to be making a pumpkin. So you're just going to be making kind of like, say you were drawing a cherry or even a heart. So just 2 curved lines. And this is the same Timeless shade. We're going to be using this same, whenever you see this light pink shade, it's the same Timeless one. I'm not using any other colors. And we're just going to fill it in with this striping brush. I love this striping brush because it's got like a square tip, and the brush itself is very thin, but it's square. So when you're doing stuff like this, instead of using those real skinny liner brushes like this, I don't know, I love this brush. But anyways, I was telling you guys about the matte top coat, right? So I did a ghost on this set. I'm just doing a second top coat, or I mean a second coat of the pumpkin. I did a ghost on the middle nail, right? And then I went over it with the matte top coat, and the black dots that were the eyes of the ghost bled down. So when I dragged my brush for the matte polish down, the black eyes bled with it. You guys will see I left it in so you guys can see. So I wiped it off, and then I took some alcohol. This is the Nailz by Dev 9mm brush, and we're just going to be outlining the pumpkin. So outlining the top of it, very simple. And then make some lines, like curved lines, for the pumpkin itself. And this is a very much trust the process type of thing because it looks like zero, like a pumpkin right now. But once you add those stupid little lines, like it comes together perfectly. So anyways, I figured, okay, well, this gel, since it's dragging and it's bleeding, I must need to wipe it first with alcohol. I wiped it with alcohol, and then the eye just flaked off. It literally like dried up and flaked off. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? If I don't wipe it, then it bleeds. If I do wipe it, it flakes off. So I really struggle with matte top coat. If you guys have any idea what I'm doing wrong, what am I supposed to do, please let me know. So yeah, adding our curved lines for the pumpkin. Very easy. Comes out super cute. I recommend, if you guys are wanting to recreate this, or even if you're just wanting to draw anything in general, always have like a picture that you could look at, like on your iPad or your phone or whatever, and that way you have a reference. You know what I mean? That really helps a lot for me when I'm trying to draw things. One more line, and then we're gonna make our stem. And the stem is basically a upside down triangle. And I went too far over, so I have to basically make the stem a little bit bigger because I went too far to the right. So I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger and fill it in. And this is the same Nailz by Dev gel, black gel. I used this the whole time as well. So we fill that in, and that's the pumpkin. And now we're gonna go over it with matte top coat. And you could see, like, sometimes it doesn't bleed. Sometimes it doesn't. But on the black ghost, it did. I mean, the ghost with the black eyes, it did bleed. I don't know. Very weird. But with the Kiara Sky Matte top coat, it seemed like it bled almost every single time, every nail. This not polished one, it doesn't do it as bad. And that's it after it's been cured and matted. And now we're moving on to the last finger, the middle finger, and we're still using the Madame Glam striping brush and that timeless pink shade from Kiara Sky. And we're just gonna we're making a ghost. It's very easy to make a ghost. It's a curve, you know what I mean? You make 2 straight lines, or like say you're going from bottom to top, you're gonna make a straight line up, curve for the head, and then a straight line going back down. And then for the bottom, I'm just roughly, very roughly, making like 3 little curves for like the sheet, I guess, of the ghost. And you guys will see once I use the black gel to outline it, it looks a lot better. And now we're gonna fill it in with that same striping brush. This little striping brush is almost like a nail polish brush, but like miniature, if that makes sense. And that's it after a second coat over the ghost. And now we're gonna use our Nailz by Dev. I think this was the 9mm, I don't remember, or the 15. And then the gel, and we're just gonna outline our ghost. But I love this timeless shade. Like, it's so pretty. I love that pale pinkiness. And also, I think my next video, or I'm pretty sure my next video, is going to be a Bomb Nails unboxing and swatches. So if you guys are interested in that, that will be coming up very soon, within a few days or so. And when we get to the bottom, we are going to just outline the curve and then just pull your brush up and lift your pressure, the amount of pressure you're putting down, very lightly. And you want to like end into like a little flick, so it looks like it's like the folds of the sheet, if that makes sense. The inspo picture, she had a lot more folds and she even had some shading and it looked so good, but I don't have shading gel yet and I wasn't confident enough to do a million different folds in that much detail, but it still came out really cute. So now we're using our larger dotting tool and we're going to be making our eyes, and I tried to like curve the eye a little bit so it looks a little spookier. And I also tried to lift up off of the nail very slowly so it didn't do that splatter thing again. Then we're going to be going over it with the matte top coat and watch how it bleeds. You know what? I guess I deleted the clip showing it bleeding, but this is my second time attempting this. The first time when I went over the eyes literally bled down and I had to remove it and then wipe it with alcohol, and when I did that, the eye flaked off. So anyways, this is the finished look. I do show you guys the finished look in different lighting too. So if you guys did like the video, please like it. That really helps out a lot, especially for new creators. And don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in seeing any of my future videos. And I really appreciate anybody taking the time out to watch. Leave down any comments that you might have below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.